Hello and welcome back to the final match and map of the night. This one's between k0pfsache and X-KOM. We just saw a very dominating first match. We took an extra break just to get over that, how much of a stomping that first map was. 16-1 was the final scoreline, but now we're going on to firm k0pfsache territory over on Cash, a map that we've seen them play all too much of. I think they've played it in almost every single series we've watched them play here in the Legend series. That's 8 of them, and they've not won a single map just yet. I said before this series I want to see k0pfsache mix and match their map pool and really try and change it up, but that didn't quite happen, and we saw them go 16-1 down on their first map of the night. But they've got one more opportunity to try and wow the audience with Cash coming up. We've seen a lot of k0pfsache Cash over the last couple of weeks, but against X-KOM I really want to see something special in the next 10 or so minutes. We should be getting started very shortly. And this one, let's hope it's a little bit closer, eh? Because we've only had the one best of 2 tonight. So I'd like to see something a lot more contentious, a lot more contested. I want to see overtimes. I want to see maybe a k0pfsache win, them take their first map in the Legend series. But that was quite a dominating performance, wasn't it? What was X-KOM really doing right? They were just, it was just such a good mixed match of aggression. Remember that k0pfsache round, the one round that they took in the whole series was very early on in that map. It was actually the 4th round of the whole map, and from then on outwards, they didn't take a single round. It was k0pfsache just beating down. They were getting out triple AWP setups over on Train. I said it's the one map that you can really go for double AWPs, but nah, triple AWPs is something completely different. It's a very tough deal, and k0pfsache completely beaten into the ground. Let's see if they can do something better on their map Cash, which is quite an interesting one for them. We've seen quite a few of those A executes from them. We've seen a nice A fake. If X-KOM have watched k0pfsache play over the last couple of weeks, they'll be very well versed into that little book of tactics that k0pfsache have up their sleeve. But I really want to see if k0pfsache have anything else, knowing that they play Cash a lot of the time. Maybe they've got something a little bit different here today, but that A execute is definitely one to watch out for. And in the B fake, where they're throwing all their smokes into the A bomb site and then going for the boost, Molotov through vents onto B. You've got 2 players already waiting in Sunroom, and then you can really nail it down and try and take that B bomb site. We saw that in the first week, but we haven't seen a lot from k0pfsache as of then. I'm actually most excited about the k0pfsache playing Ducks game that we've got coming up in a couple of weeks' time. I think that's their final match, their final week's match. So that's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top of the 2 of those. I think probably playing Ducks. They're in a higher division in the German scene, in that German echelon. And I think that k0pfsache have had a lot of complaints, but that is maybe their one proving ground. If they can take a win or a couple of wins, of course that they've had those roster moves, which we were hoping would really change the look of their lineup. It did. It changed the style, but they still haven't been able to put wins on the board. So let's hope today they get their first in right now on Cash. It's on your screens going into the 9th round. Of course, we're wanting k0pfsache to have a good start. We're almost rooting for them. You can't help but root for the underdogs at times. And yeah, k0pfsache, of course, an interesting team. Fighting right side outside that Legend Series logo there. Oh, all players on the server as well, so we'll be getting into this one straight away. And k0pfsache is going to win that 9th round. I did say about 40 minutes ago that they are good at those 9th rounds. They like them, and they do win a lot of them. So they should be starting on that CT side. I'd like to see the defensive half to start. And yeah, that's exactly what we do see. So going for the switch there. And yeah, I can see a lot of Russian people in the chat, a lot of Polish people in the chat, really egging those polls on. Obviously, this T-sided start, so they are going to control the pace of this game. and control the pace they do. It's a fast push into B on this initial pistol round. Kevin watching and waiting for the initial headshots, and there's an initial pop right there. A straight doming onto Goofy, but they are getting up close. Moors is going to find another one, swing out the other way, and X-KOM finding a couple of these initial shots as they try and backtrack this bomb onto B. Stark is trying to take these tags upwards and onwards. Heats and Bennett gone. Only Adara left, and he has been spotted from above. Has to try and chip and charge in to this B bomb site as the C4 does rotate in and go down. Bomb planted. Only 40 seconds left as Adara hits one headshot, but no more, says Petit Tech, as they seal the deal on this in a pistol. Remember that X-KOM had a lot of their harder matchups in the first couple of weeks of the Legend Series, which means that they could recover going into these final few days, these final few weeks, and really make something happen. And maybe even get back into the top 4. They can make a placing here at the Legend Series. So Petit Tech, first man to drop. k0pfsache at least finding the initial frag. Stomp is right above this thunder of footsteps as, yeah, he rattles away at 2. Moors and Bennett taking sweet care of as the bomb goes down at the other side of things. k0pfsache find themselves a man down as these pistols looking to chip through, and Kevin is at least, well, not going to find a tag there. Tries to back off. Decoys certainly not enough as Adara last man alive, and X-KOM are shooting at each other, so obviously not feeling too bad about this one. Obviously feeling like this is maybe an easy win, maybe a free win. And Adara even gets spotted out, so night-night to him, and 2-0 to X-KOM. Mac 10 picked up for Petit Tech, of course. The rest of that squad on the rifles as k0pfsache have 0 investment. Moors even dropping his pistol temporarily, having literally nothing in his arsenal. But X-KOM straight B-rush again, and oh my lord, Goofy finishing off a trio of players. Adara at least landing one tag, a headshot onto Petit Tech, but that's only the Mac 10 gone. And he's not doing anything about these on this quad setup of rifles. As TechSec does have the Galil, that's the one that you might want to reinvest and trade upwards, but I've got a feeling that he's not going to do that. Instead, just keep the 5 rifle setup. Oh, it does look like maybe he will get rid of the Galil. Yeah, he does, so not thinking that money conservation or cash conversation, talking about that one, is of the essence. Going to be going 3-0 up, of course. And just feeling so good about themselves after that previous 16-1 win in the previous map. Now 19-1 in rounds against the k0pfsache side. This is the biggest win in a best of 2 I think I've ever seen so far. But Adara does stamp his foot down, say no. 2 men eliminated. That's TechSec and Petit Tech down the toilet. And now he is maybe re-aggressing for more as well. Goofy. Oh, looking to trade it out. Heats wanted to get aggressive with the AWP, does take a tag, but finally finds the frag. The trade up comes in, and All-Star might be next in line. Smoke dissipates, and Heats just catches a glimpse of him as Stomp. This is actually a mirror image of exactly what happened in the previous map. k0pfsache winning that 4th round. Once again, a 3-1 scoreline. And now X-KOM wanting to repeat history. What can they do? Can they do it? Be interested to see this. Caster, what do you think about Stomp? I think that Stomp did well in the previous map. I haven't seen him play too much recently. He's been holding his own. I think that you need to see what Stomp does against higher tier opposition, though, when you're talking about the better teams here at the Legend Series. If he can really put pen to paper there. Kevin throwing a flash high in the sky to try and dodge. There is Stark. Eliminates Bennett very quickly through that headshot. Ramp taking full control of, as X-KOM just looking to bite down on the A bomb site. They are looking for another opening here, maybe onto Adara, before they can really stack the bomb towards any area, and they do find him, and Heats might be next in line, trying to back away with the AWP. Tries to take another angle of approach, but falls very swiftly as X-KOM just chomping in the bit to get it back at these German players. Losing maybe even one round is not exactly what they want, but k0pfsache again shut down, and this so far exactly what happened earlier on train. And this would be so devastating if X-KOM can find another 16-1. Remember, anything really more than the 16-5, 16-6 is going to get you maximum legend points. And if you're k0pfsache, you're looking to at least put a couple of rounds on the board. If you're X-KOM, you want to be losing as little rounds as possible, because that elo system is going to absolutely reward you for those big wins. Kevin finding the single headshot through the pistols, picking up an AK-47 in response, but the A take is about to come through for these two players, and there's only one pistol to try and hold it up. k0pfsache eliminates Moors. That is one of the pistols gone as Kevin finds a headshot from behind. Stark eliminated. Is Kevin going for even more? Trying to tap away at another. As Kevin might be doing the damage here. Double headshot. Him and Heats chipping in. As it's only k0pfsache left. A 1 versus 1 from the mid area. Heats does go down, but now k0pfsache versus Kevin, and this is a real opportunity for k0pfsache to put some rounds on the board. X-KOM might be struggling with the cash after this one, but k0pfsache really needs to keep his calm composure up together as Kevin knows exactly where he is. He's looking from above, and he's looking for just the one single shot. Smoke popped, and k0pfsache can work behind this, use it as cover to try and trade inwards. As the bomb, it's being diffused right now. The Molotov drops in, and that's absolutely perfect. Forces Kevin out and engage. And now k0pfsache can just dart into the corner, dive away, and find the shot regardless. 5-1, and a perfectly played 1 versus 1 for k0pfsache. What a round from him. Hash with the perfectly placed squid in chat. Look at that. The squid who can't be killed by 12 days old food. I know, right? I eat that turkey. I eat that squid. It could be rancid, but I might still eat it and it'll be fine. I ate some old turkey and I'm absolutely fine. I've been healthier after it. My body is now immune to rotten turkey. I'm a monster when it comes to sanitation of food. I don't normally do stuff like that. I'm usually quite a conserved person when it comes to that sort of thing. But Hash, you had to come here and embarrass me in front of all my friends. Had to come here in the chat and tell me what was happening. Come on, man. Come on. Be chill. What a camera angle there. I like that one. Keep them coming. 6-1 as X-KOM obviously feeling confident about this one, wanting to give away as little rounds as possible in an initial headshot found onto Heats. As that Molotov isn't quite placed, as Kevin does find the double frag there. Quick double kill. Stark trades it back, but Bennett's in with a chance and in with a shot on mid. It's Goofy and k0pfsache pin back. And Adara's in the 1 versus 2, trying to take the charge onto Goofy from behind. So another 1 versus 1. A new dawn, a new day, a new opportunity for k0pfsache to find a second round. Pardon me, I don't think I got to my mic box in time. I went for I know my ultra sensitive mic would have picked that up. So I apologize. I apologize, everyone. I'm sorry. Bomb placed and planted on the A bomb site, trying to find the perfect after plant position. k0pfsache playing from above, and he's not going to quite spot out Goofy, Adara, sorry, from this angle. So as he crosses onto the site, he can take some tags, but the bomb is planted exactly for him, and there's the spray down. Lots of damage. Adara now needs to find the instant headshot, and he doesn't do that. 7-1, X-KOM dealing with all these trades perfectly. Wow. Wow, wow. Ash trying to make me look stronger. He is going for that. squid, aka stomach of steel. Stomach of something. Stomach of fat, I think. I'm putting on the weight. I'm looking fat for the camera. T-Tech. Oh, double headshot there onto the B bomb site. Goofy finding another one as well, meaning that Heat isn't going to be able to trade it back. Double peek there. And Texec maybe just going off a little more than he can do, but Stark going to finish off those final two. So 8-1. And this is seeming just as fast as before. X-KOM looking for a pair of 16-1s, of course, here. I'd like to have a bit more confidence in k0pfsache. They've gone for the double up setup. This is a nice change-up. You've got Heats playing that initial AWP, and there's an instant tag. Stark losing a lot of HP there. And Heats is always a threat. I complimented his cash earlier on today, saying that I think it's his best map, especially over towards the A bomb site. I'd like to see him come in with a couple of highlight reel plays here today. And that might be the start of one. Adara does take a tag in the chest. Bennett's got a great angle as well. But oh, he gets found. There's the tag out. But T-Tech with the trade up as the bomb is picked up. And the 3 versus 3 comes to fruition. 8-1. Stomp looking over this smoke to peek into the A bomb site. He's caught out all in the open. As he is dropped as well. I think Kevin can be heard here from ramp. As, oh, Stark, what a 1 versus 2, both headshots. And finishing off 9-1. One away from double digits for X-KOM here. And by the way, an exact carbon copy of what happened in the previous map, with k0pfsache taking the 4th round of the half, and nothing more so far. This is deja vu for the Germans. And a absolutely nightmarish situation for them. The Stump does find another. Moors can't put the double on the board. T-Tech with a great trade up. And this is what X-KOM's doing so convincingly. They're playing in buddies. They're playing in pairs to have the trade potential. And then when they're not, they're really going for the AWPs to keep the range at length. From behind, Adara is going to drop the bomb carrier. So Stark has to really trade it back. But Adara right around the corner. Peeks very out in the open. And leaves Heats alone. k0pfsache need to really be calm and composed for this one. Of course they... Oh, what a flick! Stomp! That's unbelievable stuff there onto Heats. And somebody asked me what I thought of him. If he's going to show us more highlight real potential, just like that, then he might be just an up-and-coming star in the Polish scene, but 10-1. He's playing against k0pfsache, of course, one of 2 German teams here in the Legend Series, the other being Playing Ducks. They were 11-12 on the leaderboard earlier in the tournament, but with Playing Ducks picking up a couple of wins, and a couple of map wins especially, they've been doing at least better than their German counterparts. Not enough to make their way to the top 6, though, as Heats does find a kill on the B bomb site. That Molotov used for MBK. He is going to try and force him out. There's almost a double frag there from Bennett. As Adair in this corner tries to make his way through, but does get punished from behind. T-Tech finds one. And now Stark and T-Tech again in a 1 versus 2. These rounds are coming down to the to the wire. Does take a couple of tags into Stark there. Putting his teammate in his place, exactly. T-Tech obviously with his AK up close. Moors does find him through this corner. Start tracing him through the wall. Of course, playing that angle pretty well there. That was nice, clever stuff from Moors. So playing an A main, you've got Stark coming in from behind. He has turned around and is going for this peek, and there's the spray down. k0pfsache a second on the board. At least not that humiliating double 16-1 scoreline that we might have forsaken. The aforementioned scoreline, the 16-1s. quick starts from X-KOM as well. You can see how they are quickly taking control of multiple portions of the map. Over towards Squeaky, close onto the B bomb site through checkers in main, having so many avenues of approach. So if k0pfsache want to get aggressive and cheeky and go for these opening picks, they absolutely can't. And even doing the damage both through Squeaky door and the smoke on B site. So these initial trade frags being won by X-KOM initially, but frag Lionel k0pfsache trading it back. 2 versus 2 here as Kevin stood out in the open. Dangerous stuff as Goofy is going to pick in and trade. Just heats left. And here's the German star that we've been hyping up all tournament. So 1v1 situations are like this. A must win. Goofy. Predicting the site right. Going to plant that bomb right in the open. Huge, really unnecessary risk. As he closes Squeaky door. Heats is observant. He might notice that one, but Goofy, exactly where k0pfsache played the 1v1 earlier on today. Has Heats learned his lesson, or is he going to get hurt and battled back from this? You can see how much visually he has. You can see everything, and Heat's going up into the open, not getting spotted out there. Oh, and he finds the headshot there. Heats, that looked like a fast flick. Goofy completely eliminated, and they are going to find that defuse, I think. Heats, has he got enough time? He does. So, didn't have the kit, but is going to find the third round on the board there. 7 to 11. As, yeah, let's spot that. Oh, it wasn't quite a flick. It did look like a flip from that angle, but just quite a smooth, close shot. I'm glad that we had that replay to see Heats' perspective from that crucial angle, but 3 to 10. And the 1v1s that have to be won from the German star there as they are, fully flash pushing into main as the double spray down comes through, but k0pfsache finds 2. 3 to 10 as well. X-KOM could be set on a full reset. Here is, oh my god, but k0pfsache going straight through that smoke. He's going to find him there. X-KOM just looking to take all these angels, wanting the firefights. Heats might be finally warming up here, and a 2 versus 2, absolutely essential. k0pfsache in that smoke, hasn't been spotted out just yet, but Heats finally meets his maker, goes down, and it's only Moore's left. Stomp's got the AWP up close and personal, spots him out and shoots the shoulder. 3 to 11 here. Spray through. A nice rap. I'm rapping right there. You want to hear another rap? Check out my mixtape at squidcs.cs. Don't try googling it. It's not a real site. It's just a joke. It's just a joke, everybody. 3 to 11 and a full B rush for the k0pfsache side, and Goofy just spraying down the lot. A triple kill there. Goofy finishing off the job. 3 to 12 at the end of the half. Not much better for k0pfsache. And yeah, here's the spray down, just finishing off the job. Rap God. Squid CS. 312, of course. Again, an absolutely fundamental pistol round for k0pfsache. They need to make it happen. Otherwise, they're going to be stuck so far behind. And 3 to 12, I want to see something fast and all together from k0pfsache. We haven't seen much teamwork and coordination from them so far today. And X-KOM, they've been abusing them at absolutely every single angle. We saw a flawless CT side from the poles earlier on, but this time k0pfsache picking them apart. 2 fast frags as k0pfsache to eliminate the opposition down to 3. Start finding 1 and 2 on the B bomb site. Kevin does trade it back, and it's only k0pfsache left. 1 versus a trio of Ts. Bomb dropped as well as k0pfsache trying to do the damage, but 4 to 12 being that scoreline, and k0pfsache are a new leash of life, perhaps. Remember, this legend points system, this ELO system, you need to put as many rounds on the board as possible, otherwise you're going to be stuck without points. And k0pfsache have had quite a few of these 16-5, 16-3s, these very one-sided scorelines throughout the Legend series, and they are taking it right into the A-bomb site. But T-Tech, 3 frags right there. Heat's finally trading it out, but they've got to worry about the Deagles here as the bomb gets dropped, and Heats gets absolutely blasted. Goofy finds another, and wow, this might be X-KOM taking it home. They're just inches away from this finish line here. I think the race might be almost over. k0pfsache, they're going to go for the buy here. Feels like they might have to. Remember, they're not going to have a lot of loss bonus as well. 1,400 after that loss, 1,900 after this one. So they're not even going to have enough for a full buy. And the nades completely dice them up. Goofy. What an absolutely monstrous set of frags. Triple kill from him. Double from Texec. Completely beating the Germans down. And 4-14. Another one-sided scoreline here. This is just such a fast day of CS. k0pfsache going for another save as well, knowing that without that previous bomb plant, they're not going to have enough money to go for a full buy. This is why most T sides, if they don't get the bomb down, go for the second round buy up. Or if they get traded, they get the second round buy up into place. But they haven't done that, and now they're going for the double eco. And X-KOM are going to just run over them all day and night when they're playing with half buys. Dara at least finding a couple of shots, start from behind, going to be able to dice up a couple more as we find ourselves into a Polish map in match point. 1 out of 11 rounds would give the Poles a 2-0 here today, a clean sweep against the Germans. So 4-15, of course, and AWP's out for both teams. Stomp's AWP has been pretty good. He's a new addition to this team here today, but we haven't really seen too much of a challenge for him. I'm very interested as to see what happens when Stomp's put against good opposition. Real star AWPing potential. A 4 versus 3 here, and k0pfsache are holding the Poles back. This time especially, that was a close tag. Almost eliminating Stomp right through the grazing there. Texec, finding a pair of headshots, a third there. We didn't spot any of it, but he single-handedly finishes off the job. A 16-4, so a 16-1, a 16-4, 32-5 in total. So just a dominating 2-0 for the X-KOM side. That's going to do a lot to the Legend points, I feel. Maybe even bringing them into 4th place. Remember, it's the top 4 getting through to the offline final here at ELC Gaming TV. So all very interesting stuff. And remember, top 2 go through to that Legends Cup. So X-KOM in with a real shot after a couple of these very convincing matches. And that's especially considering I was scared that they were going to get complacent in those series, really try and take it home. But that didn't quite happen. They really kept their foot down on the accelerator pedal and really diced up the opposition here today. But we are not done. We've got more matches coming up on Thursday. That's our single best of 2 up for tonight. We've got a good set of games on Thursday. k0pfsache are going to be taking center stage once again against EPG. A bit of a hit and miss team. And then X-KOM going to be making another return against Pompa. One of the dark horses, wild cards of this tournament who really made it happen. Here's all of week 14 for you. All of your Legend Series action this week and next with Trick, Nexus, Epsilon, X-KOM taking the center stage next week. So very interesting games. Make sure you mark them in your calendar live from 7 o'clock CEST. But yeah, make sure that you're here for that here on ELC Gaming TV. Thank you so much for watching tonight. The comments and chat have been beautiful. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate you. Until next time, we'll see you on Thursday at the same time, 7 o'clock. And we'll see you next time. Good night.